Hello everyone and welcome back to another year of Spiderclan! This year was actually a big doozy for the clans and our neighbors, so let's get into it. Starting off this year in StarClan, Vivian, Stripe, and Dapplehope both died. One of them died just of old age, which was good for them, and the other one sadly died of a heart attack. But I'm glad that they got to spend the last of their years in the clan. Sadly, Mr. Whiskers, Newt Splash, and Nectar Spectle all died to rogues this year. They went out on a patrol together and they got ambushed and all died, which was sad. Mr. Whiskers just got her warrior name too, which was sad when I took her out because I thought she would be fine. Newt was getting really close to Reaper and she was growing a crush on him and it was super cute. So I'm sad that she got to go so soon. And then Nectar just kind of was doing her own thing. She was not getting good hunting and stuff done, but she was trying. Sadly, the last cat to die is sadly Shatterbird. Many cats said she was loyal and fierce, and she was doing really good to help the clan out. And she even fought off 2 dogs before she sadly died. However, she did not die on a patrol. No. So, yeah, Shatterbird was murdered, and we have a murderer on the loose. Wormstar is still our leader. She's still kicking. She's just chilling around the camp. She got hurt by falling rocks this year, and then her leg got hurt by a 2-leg trap. So she has scars from both of those. She hasn't really done much this year. Mostly she's just been hunting and chasing off dogs like she usually does. Volcano Storm has been having a really good year this year. She chased off a dog and she then got scarred by falling rocks. So yeah, her and Worm now have matching tail scars, which I think is kind of funny. And then she also made amends with all her family. She has good rapport with all of them. So yeah, she also killed a dog or chased it off. So I'm calling her Dog Hunter. I think she's learning from Worm, which is really fun. So yeah. So Time Dust is a full medicine cat, which such a really interesting name. This year he's been mostly hanging out with his mom and Warmrise, which I think is really sweet. He's gotten like a really cute friendship with Worm. So you know how I told you that Shatterbird was murdered? Well, the murderer is Berry Creek. Yeah, Berry Creek murdered Shatterbird for mild dislike. So I'm headcanon that she actually doesn't like kitty pets because she also has mild hate for most of the kitty pets in the clan. Other than those things, she's just been doing her duties as normal and feeling really regretful. So Cloudy has had a pretty good year. She solved some disputes with our neighboring clans about Freshkill and territories. She found Warmrise wandering and brought him home, which I thought was really cute. She's also been hanging out with Belle a lot more, which I think is really sweet, and they've started to have a crush on each other. So I'll see where that goes. So this is a new face in the clan. This is Lashka. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. She's new to the clan. She basically was found by Cloudy Dawn and let in. So by that context clue, I think that this is Cloudy Dawn's mother because of their ages. And other than that, she's just been chilling. So Bloom Blush has had a really crazy year. They broke their leg out on a patrol when they got attacked by rogues, and they also kept rejecting Twig Dance for like the whole year. Like every few moons he would ask them and they would say no, which is I find kind of funny. Other than that, they've done nothing. So this is Crow Splinter. We saved him from 2 legs. He has a red cough, so he's not going to last very long, but I just hopefully make him comfortable until it's his time. This year, Reaper has been a storyteller. He will tell a story to anyone who will listen. And then he also has been taking prey from other territories, which is something. Spice Husk has had a really good year. He's been becoming more confident in his own thing in the clan, which good for him. He even found a badger den and chased it off, so that's really cool. So yeah. So Ezra this year has been a little bad. They've been seen going across the territory to speak to another clan cat, so they might have a lover in a different clan. Belle has come out as a trans male, so good for him. He's just been helping enforce the clan walls and stuff around camp, and he's also been seen playing with the kits, which is really, really cute. Muddart has just been chilling around camp mostly, not doing much. He's been basically sleeping in his nest and trying to ignore his warrior duties, which is a mood. He also has just been hanging out with his sister a lot. Twig Dance this year has become a nuisance that I never thought I would say since he was deputy. He won't take no for an answer from Bloom Blush, and I'm so scared about that because he's also started getting negative towards them. He's also just been going out on patrols alone, and yeah, he also saw some red berries, so Hot Sauce now has deputy goals and got the favor of Wormstar, which good for them. She also has been still pursuing Oakstripe, and I think it's really sweet because she didn't ask him out yet. Burger Call this year has just been a really good helper. They've been hunting. They're the great hunter. Have been trading prey with everyone. And she has also been enforcing the camp, and she even smacked a spider off of Oakstripe so she didn't die. Oakstripe has had a really amazing year this year. She fought off some rogues single-handedly, so good for her. She also has had some romantic for Hot Sauce, so maybe kits in the future. Grey Cave has done literally nothing this year, interesting-wise. They chased off a dog and almost got hurt and had to be rescued by Oakstripe. Goldfern this year has basically just been hunting and hanging out with the cats her age, specifically Tansy Call, which I think is really sweet. They have a high friendship, but no romantic so I think they're just best friends. Speaking of Tansy Call, this year she didn't get an apprentice, which is sucky for her, sadly. But she has been hanging out with Fern, like I said, and she also has gotten great respect from her leader, and she has deputy goals now, so good for her. So these are two new faces. This is Blue Fang, kitty pet that joined the clan this year. They just barely joined the clan, so that's all I know about them right now. And the only other thing I know is that they have a crush on Eagle Fade, which is really cute. The next cat is actually Time Dust's dad. This is Frigid Web. He hails from Spiderclan, and he joined the clan for his kits. He has no romantic for Volcano Storm, so we'll see where that goes. But he also has a crush on a certain sun cat. So these two are new to the clan. This is High Rush and Valley Shine. They're mates, and they were invited in personally by Wormstar. They're new to their clan, and I accidentally had where intersex couples could get pregnant and have kits. So High Rush is pregnant right now with their first kit. So we'll see where that goes. Sunstreak this year has been doing really well. He's mostly has been hanging out with his mom and dad, which are really cute. And he also has gotten himself a new apprentice, which go him. And he has a little bit of a crush on Frigid Web, so that might be something. Eagle Fate has been doing well. She fought a fox and won, which was really cool. And she also has been hanging out with more cats this year. She rejected Cloudy Dawn, which interested me that I didn't know they even had romantic like for each other. But now she also has a mutual like for another cat in the clan. Firefluff has had a good year. They really haven't done much. All they've done is pretty much fought some rogues and won. Like, that's the only notable thing I could get for them. Fallen Spots this year has been really weird. He's woken up from a nightmare, so I think he got an omen. I don't know what it is. And he also has been running around hanging with Sun and Eagle. They've just been chilling. That's pretty much him this year. Little Wind has been doing good this year. She has just been chilling and hanging out with some of the princesses and giving them tall tales, which I think is really cute. That's about it for them. Owlheart this year has been busy. She has deputy goals, so she's been trying to prove herself. She also has been pretty much the master of taking down rogues and dogs. She also caught fish from the river. So this year, Grass Eyes mostly was in the medicine den because she had white cough, so she didn't do much. When she got out of having white cough, the first patrol she went on, she went over the porter, and I think she has a Frog Clan partner. I don't know who that would be. I'd have to check in the other clans. I swear, Stemfeather has a knack of finding kitty pets and bringing them into the clan, because most of the cats we found, he found this year, which is kind of funny. He also has just been hanging out with his dad and mom a lot, which is really cute, and he also wants to be deputy, so yeah. So Flutterear was honored for being daring, which is really funny because most of their apprenticeship they were stuck in the medicine den. So I think that they were sneaking out and doing patrols on their own, which is kind of funny. And then Don Patch is just been chilling. He has deputy goals, and he also found a badger den on himself by himself, and he also fought a fox for food this year. And he's also been hanging out with Reaper, so I don't know how to feel about that. We'll have to see. So here's some new faces you don't know. This is the Cold and Learner of Lore Moonpaw. They are mentored by Sunstreak, like I mentioned earlier. Their first patrol, they actually helped chase off a dog, which good for them. And I can't wait to see where their story goes. So our other new apprentice is Flurrypaw. They were actually found by Berry Creek, which is really cool. And they're also mentored by Fallen Spots, that I forgot to mention in his section. However, she keeps having the status of wanting to be a mediator. I think that if it continues when she becomes a warrior, I might change her to a mediator, but if it stops, I might just keep her as a warrior. Time will tell, and she's also really close with Eaglefade, which is really cute. On to our elders. This is Echo Reaction. He's a new face. He joined in the middle of the year, and he was a warrior for 1 moon before joining the elders. He's very grumpy, and he seems to, not get along with anyone yet, so we'll just have to see about him. As you can see, I'm not drawing Warm Rise and Flower together because Flower is in the nursery right now with her kits. Warm Rise this year has been wandering off. I think it's getting close to his time, which is sad. So hopefully he'll last a few more moons. So fun thing, I forgot to draw Shivering Quill. Whoops. I'll just talk about him in this section with his brother. He hasn't done much. He joined the elders, so he's just relaxing and stuff. So I'm just letting him live his life out as an elder. You will see him next year anyway, on to his brother Violet Fog. This year, his mate's mate had 3 kids, so he's a stepdad in some sort. He also became an elder, which is pretty sweet. And he's just been relaxing. Before he became an elder, he got a snake out of camp, which good for him, always being helpful. He's also gotten some romantic like for Russet Lake, so who knows if that goes anywhere. Speaking of Russet Lake, she is also an elder now, and she had 3 kids with Spot. I'm saying that they got a donor outside the clan, so that's why they have unique coloring. Um, Other than that, she has been helping out with making sure the clan is more safe by hanging with the walls and stuff. And finally, Ruth Spots is doing really well. She was the last one to become an elder out of the 3 of them. Um, Before then, she was just mostly hunting and deep in thought about stuff, so I think she was just slowing down as well. And she also has been hanging out with the other elder that doesn't like anyone right now, Echo Mimic, which is kind of funny trying to make friends. So hopefully they will become friends in the future. Last but certainly not least, in the nursery, we have Flower with her 3 new kits. We have the charming yellow kit, we have the attention seeker smoke kit, and we have the bullying wood kit. I feel like these 2 named them that because it was the easiest thing for Warmrise to remember, especially with his memory going right now. As for Flower, she's doing well. She has been hanging out with her 2 adult kits, all of them, and she's really close to Cloudy Dawn, which is really sweet. That's all for her. So in Spiderclan, we still have Wormstar as leader. In Wet Clan, Ice Star is still here. He lost a life to a dog, and he's also right now got yellow cough because that's spreading around his camp right now. In Frog Clan, we still have Sleepy Star. He hasn't lost any lives, but what he did lose was 2 deputies back to back, so that's a thing. I feel like how we're cursed with Messin Cats, Frog Clan is cursed with a deputy curse. So, yeah. In Cinder Clan, Stripe Star is still leader. They're doing well. They haven't lost any lives this year, and out of all the clans, they seem to be doing the best right now. On to our deputies. So in Spider Clan, we still have Volcano Storm as our deputy. In Wet Clan, they have a new deputy. This is Tornfoot. She is the daughter of Ice Star. Flood Dash sadly died to Tainted Prey this year, so his sister took up the position of deputy. I swear Icy Star just wants his bloodline to stay in power. In Frog Clan, we have Wolverine Fleck as our deputy. She just took up the position this last year. She's very insecure. She was born in the clan after her mom came to the clan in Moon 3. So she's been here for a while, and she's also qualified. So hopefully she stays around. In Cinder Clan, we still have Stonejaw. The new thing with her is that she has a mate now, and she might get a second mate in the future. That's about it for her. She's also feeling really insecure about being deputy, so I might have her stand down if she continues having thoughts like that. On to our Messin Cats. Of Spider Clan, we have Berry Creek and Time Dust. Sadly, in Wet Clan, we lost Cream Valley and Waffle. They both were washed away by the flood. However, we have a new face. This is the very nervous and lover of stories, Whisperpaw. Her parent joined this year, so we'll have to see how she does in the position. And Sandy Tail is getting up there, so Hopefully after she trains Whisperpaw, she will retire. In Frog Clan, we still have doe spots. I'm still scared about that. We did have a medicine cat apprentice, but she sadly passed away from shock after seeing a dead cat on a patrol. So, and finally in Cinder Clan, we still have Molegrowl and Tremblefeather, but we also have a new face. This is the very nervous Emberrise. He joined the clan and he brought his 2 kits, so hopefully he won't cause any trouble and just help. So lastly, we have our mediators. So clearly we still have Cloudy Dawn as our mediator, but in Wet Clan, they actually have a new mediator decide to get therapy. This is Octavia. She's very insecure and she joined at the end of the clan. So we'll have to see where her story goes. Frog Clan still doesn't have a mediator because they refuse to get therapy because their medicine cat is always right. In Cinder Clan, we have a new mediator. This is Cragsnap. He's very charismatic and a good fighter. He's also the son of Twigdrop, so I think that's really cute that he wanted to follow in his mom's footsteps. Anyway, that's it for year 4 of Spiderclan. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Discord. It's linked in the description. I'd like to hang out with you guys. Anyway, see you guys in another video. Bye!